Hello, my name is Don and welcome to episode 42 of our Motorsport Manager Let's Play with our creator team. Today we're taking on the Singapore Grand Prix. You will notice that I said in the last episode I was going to wait until the new update came out. This will probably be out after the new update, to be honest, but I'm recording it beforehand. The reason why, I really should be recording Football Manager, to be honest, but I'm enjoying this game so much that I just don't want to put it down. We're going to go for the 13 for above because further above I think is just unachievable for us right now. So we'll take that. We'll take, it's not going to tell us how many laps we're going to do, so let's take 7 super softs and 5 softs. Actually, let's go 6 and 6 just to make sure, because that makes more sense. We'll do that. Part fitting, one's angry and one isn't. Why is this guy angry? 191. That would make sense. All the parts are pretty much identical, so he's angry because the parts aren't good enough, and he's angry because the car is pretty much the same. Bit confused by that, but fair enough. He's only minus 3% on the parts and he's minus 11%. I'm a bit confused when they're so similar why he's so confused, but ignore that. That is fine. So we're going to go into practice. I will skip that and I'll be back with the Singapore Grand Prix in just a second. So what I forgot about this year is we have qualifying. We did finish 1 and 2 in practice. That was well on qualifying trim. We'd had a really good practice session as well. We've got 2 drivers with extremely good feedback, so I'm confident we can get good qualifying and race trims done in the time allotment that we have. So as you see, we've got super soft tyres at 10% in qualifying, 10% and 15% on race trim and soft, which allows us to do 1 less pit stop. I don't really know what more to say about that. I'm very, very happy. We're going to send 1 driver out at a time. I'm going to give them the super softs. And he's going to get a decent amount of free air as well. So auto on. Garage, VL, wait until he's got to get a bit more free air as well. So could be waiting a little while though. First train is sort of never ending. They're all going down at a little bit of time between them now, which is making it that little bit harder. In fact, most cars now out on track. Got to finish 13 for 100,000. It's a little bit for practice and a little bit for race trim. Try sending out VL now. I think we might have sent him too close to another car. Good on the tyres and brakes for Cyril. Problem is VL's probably going to get in his way. Hopefully he just moves out the way quite nicely for him, and we can work with that. Now there is other cars that are orange. We'll follow Cyril on his flying lap. He should go purple and purple every sector for at least the first little bit. I don't expect him to stay purple. We'll actually go into fast because that doesn't really help anything. He's actually half a second down here, nearly a second down after the second sector. But there is other orange cars in this year's calendar, so it's going to be a bit harder. We've got Garuda and I can't remember the name of the other one. I think it's Boa. Vial lapping at a similar pace to his teammate, so that's something at least. 1.8 seconds down, so he's actually 2/10 of a second slower than his teammate. We'll see if we can find another spot for Vial to come out into. In fact, now would probably be a good one. And give him another set because we're not going to be using the super softs in race. In fact, it's actually almost the worst time to bring him out. That's frustrating. 2 cars just beating us out. Vial doing his in lap. Going to give him another little bit of time before we send him out again and take it from there. It's my first qualifying session in a long time that I've done. In fact, the last time I've done a qualifying session was the ZRT. We got promoted. I recorded 2 episodes that I never uploaded because I put this series over the top, and it's the only time I've done qualifying since I started recording Motorsport Manager, to be honest. Going to go on to slightly faster options. Cold and cold this time for Blisseu. That is not good. Looks like a good time to send Vial out though. Although I've not brought in new tyres, that is not ideal. I think we found Vial a nice spot on track here, to be honest. Trying to see where he'd be 18, so car 18. Actually 2 cars just in front of him. That is not maybe as ideal as what I thought it was. But if we could have got in front of those 2 cars, I think would have been good. So let's see, it didn't improve. Let's see if VL can improve. But not seeing what his tyre temperatures were. Unfortunately, I didn't see that. I was overtaken by I am starting my flying lap. It's down on his first sector. Down on his second sector, so he's not going to improve either. So it looks like 16th and 18th is the best we can hope for. That is not ideal, guys. Hopefully the fact that we're doing a stop less might work out in the race, but to be this far off the pace is slightly worrying for me. If I'm honest, only top 8 I think it is. I think it's top 5 or 6 normally. Excuse me, but I think it's been voted to change. Get points in this series, so I'm slightly worried that we've not done enough here. VRL I think got punished because I forgot to change his tyres. My mistake 100%. The Zone Racing team is so much better than Boa whatever that says. Even our colours are better. We use the same colours. I'm not sure what to say about that. So we're starting at the back of the grid. We expected this season, and we're not expecting huge improvements, so I'm hoping we can get something out of the works. We're going to go with the soft tyres and the race trim, and the soft tyres and the race trim. Do we have refueling options here? Yes, we do. So we're going with soft tyres 12 to 14. Let's go with 16. That'll allow us to push a little bit, although I don't really want to push because obviously, and then we'll put in 17 here. Might be able to have a stint on the super soft with Cyril at the end because he can do more laps, but we'll see how it goes and pans out. We're just going high because I don't want to push the car too much because it's obviously going to need repairs. In fact, if you look at the conditioning, 80% for engine, 40% all round, apart from a couple of 59s and a 50 for Cyril, and similar story on Vial's car. So we're going to follow Cyril because he's higher up the grid. Might be our number 2 driver, but he's started this season well. Obviously won us a couple of races last season. Vial now making moves and is right behind his teammate. In fact, has passed his teammate, so we'll switch to Vial. Or we'll just watch from this angle actually, as Vial up into 16th. We're going to go down into neutral and medium and see what the tyre temperatures do with that. To start to drop, we will take it and switch. We're going to switch to Vial now. Fighting for 15th place. We need top 13 for 100,000, remember, because part bonus is qualifying this year. Lovely move round the outside. I didn't see it in time though. He's lost his rear wing. Don't know what more to say about that. Put in another couple of laps of fuel. He's going to have to do a full lap like this because I couldn't pause it in time to get him in the pits. It was such a beautiful move round the outside as well. Data center, can we have a quick look at this? Standings commentary feed. Go down to here. Any drive-through penalties is what I'm looking for. No drive-throughs. That sucks. And Painter's got away with it as well because she got into the pits, or he, I'm not sure whether it's a boy or a girl. Not good news. But SAU though up into, I was about to say 14th, but down into 15th. We're going to ignore that. Low, and low please for this safety car. Mistake on the rear wing costing us 10 seconds. At least it's under the safety car, so this time that we've lost here will be made up. He just asked to pit under the safety car. Let him go please, thank you. In fact, it was Painter that crashed, so he went in having a crash with Vial and then has crashed again. We're sticking to our strategy with Belisiu. In fact, he was so far behind some people he's not even overtaking them actually. That's not ideal. Vial will catch up with the back of the pack though, which is also good news, or at least he should. We'll follow him round because otherwise it's going to be slow following Cyril. And with 1 lap remaining we will go into push on the tyres, keep the temperature in them, and we'll do the same with Vial. I want to see if he catches up with the back of the pack. That would be absolutely massive for us because it gives us a chance again. Whereas if we are not with the back of the pack we won't have a chance, but it's going to be close. It's going to be very close in fact. He has caught up with the back of the pack, that's good. Go into high engine mode and we're going to follow Belisiu, who didn't pit. He's one of 5 or 6 cars that didn't pit, but we are sticking to our strategy and we'll take it from there. As Vial's overtaken a few, Belisiu struggling there, overtaken by a couple, back down to 13th. I knew we were going to struggle this season guys, I didn't expect to struggle this much. I thought we'd fight a bit more. Let's try and make some money so that we can actually design parts. I think it's the aim of the game now, because otherwise we are in big trouble. I'm not going to focus too much on the brakes, and I might, because I'm expecting those to be a spec part next year, I will be voting for that as part of the GMA votes, of course. Cyril complaining about issues with the parts. Keep him going for now. We're going to bring him back down onto medium and neutral, and we'll do the same with Vial. In fact, might even have to conserve just to bring these tyre temperatures down on Cyril right now. If we can bring the tyre temperatures down, we'll start making up some of this time that we're losing. Right now it's ridiculous tyre temperatures. In fact, it's conserved maybe the aim of the game actually here, to bring the tyres down. Let's do the same on Vial, whose tyres are actually a lot more worn than what I expected it'd be at this stage of the race. He is in 19th as well, so he is dead last. Not good. Not good enough from Cyril, to be honest. But from Vial, our new driver, I mean, not Cyril. Cyril's doing a decent job here in 14th. If you can get one more place, that is good. But right now he is battling hard to maintain that 14th position. It's actually fallen away from Arbeloa in 13th. But now that the tyre temperatures are starting to come down a little bit, he's maybe finding just that little bit extra pace. Tyre's still looking good for another few laps yet. Let's go into push with the engine. Let's see if we can find a bit more pace. I know you're struggling for parts, mate. Just drive it out. Drive it out. We'll work all that out in your pit stop. You as well, buddy. But you've only got another couple of laps to go. If we can do 2 more laps, that'd be smashing. I think 1's more realistic. I'm going to wait right till the last minute to decide what the tyre wear is here. But he's up into 10th as other cars pit. Hopefully we can actually make up positions through mechanical failures of other cars, because that's really our only hope of winning, doing anything in this race. I think we can get another lap out of Cyril here, so we're going to go for that. I'm going to go into overtake mode, but I don't want to risk those brakes too much. We'll put Vial onto high as well, because he's got plenty of fuel left. I've overfueled this a lot, given the safety car as well has meant we were overfueled. Up into 9th with Cyril. Other teams making their second pit stop, so showing that pitting under the safety car wasn't the right call for them. We're going to pit for another 15 laps worth of fuel maybe. Yep, we'll do that. lap 14 is maybe not quite as far as what I was hoping for, but still gives us the option of that stint at the end. We're going to go into neutral and medium when he comes out. Another mistake, it's only 3 seconds this time at least. We'll pit in Vial at the end of this lap. We'll pit him for another set of softs. Again, we'll fuel him for about 14 laps because he can't do as much. And I'm going to have to pit Cyril again because I forgot to repair parts. So let's cancel this pit stop, let's redo it. Tyres please. So 14 laps, part conditioning, brakes is at 30% from 45. Yeah, that can get to the next stop. So rear wing to 45. Right, we'll do the front wing even. And the gearbox here. I think everything else can make the next stop on Vial's car. Cyril, I messed up on a big time. So we'll try and we'll get as much as we can out of him. And we'll push on the tyres. Good pit stop though from Vial. In fact, it's a great pit stop. We're going low on the fuel here with Cyril. Just trying to make him go as long as we can on this stint. Try and make something up, because otherwise it's a complete disaster. But we do need to pit at the end of this lap. We've got 20 laps remaining. I think we can do about 14 on these tyres, 13 maybe, but we need to repair all these. It's a long pit stop, it's an extra pit stop as well. It's not good at all. Vial up into 15th through other cars having to repair and him making his repairs already. So he is making his strategy work. We're going to bring this back down to medium. And Cyril does make the pit lane. I was a bit worried about that, but he's going to be in here for a long time. His teammate comes past him up into 14th. So he is doing a stellar job right now. I think we're going to have to bring this on to conserve just to keep the tyre temperatures in the right window. So we'll do that and we'll go medium fuel here. With Cyril, who's down in 18th, so he's still not last despite that. So that is positive news. He's made an extra pit stop more than what he should have through what was a complete mistake of mine. Vial is doing a bang up job here in 14th, running well, not needing many more repairs. I say that as one comes up. The brakes were the one that I said I think can last as well. So this is a dodgy, but at the same time, I think we can make it work. We're conserving on Cyril's car, which is keeping the tyres in the absolute perfect temperature window. We'll see how that percentages goes down. He might be able to actually make the end of the race. I think that'd be asking a bit much, but there's always hope. I think we need to get another couple of laps here out of Vial before his pit stop, but again, we'll make those repairs during his pit stop and he should be able to comfortably make the end of this Grand Prix now with those. So Vial through, doing well in 13th. He's holding off the challengers behind reasonably well right now, although this Calvacante, remember him from the division down, we still need to get another couple of laps. Watch that brakes, it's still at 16%, so that is going okay just now. Tyre temperature's okay. They're sort of maintaining with conserve, so that is also handy to know. What we are going to do though is see if we can get another lap out of him. How many laps can we do on these softs? 12. Just need to get to lap 25. Still at 16% with the brakes. Slightly worrying. Got to get another 2 laps out of it though, and it's been at 16% for a long time. I don't even know what to say about that, to be honest with you guys. And at the same time, tyre temperature has dropped 4%. We have to pit now, we've got no choice. Tyre temperature has dropped as well, so we have to go for 2 super soft stints. About 7 laps will do, so we'll repair that. That's good till the next one. We'll repair that just in case. I think everything else is good till at least the next pit stop. Blaseu's car's now dropping, but we're going to go up to neutral tyres because that will maintain the temperature now with this temperature drop. Drops just slightly. Hopefully he can make this stint work. He's currently in 12th. Vial out in 11th, ahead of him with that extra pit stop, which is interesting. Didn't expect to see that. I know Blaseu's had that extra pit stop that was not essential. Well, it was essential, but it wasn't in general, but still shocked to see it. Gonna go for another few laps with Cyril. He is making this strategy pay off. He's just keeping it going. Tyre wear is good. Oh, that's always a positive as well. And his lap times are still reasonable right now. 1:29 there. It's actually 2 seconds slower than his teammate. So that is not good. In fact, let's switch over to Vial. He is closing in on 10th. So he has found some pace on these super softs, which is good, as another car retires in front of us, which is also good for us. Blaseu, another couple of laps and we can go into the super softs here, so just stick with it, buddy, just now. Ignore. You're up into 11th, another couple of laps, we'll make our last pit stop, we'll get all the repairs done, and then we'll put you on to super softs for the last stint. In fact, Vial's up into 8th, which might actually even be points. So he has found a lot of pace on the super softs, which is good news. If I realised we're going to have to stop as often, I would have gone super soft as our tyre for this race, to be honest with you. Can we get another lap out of you? Yes, I think we can. I think another lap is very much doable. And then that's 29, so we're a lap down here, I think. 71 seconds? No, I don't think so. Feels like we're a lap down just looking at the counter. I think we're most of a lap down. Where is car 1 in relation? Yeah, he's coming up behind us, so we want to pit before he gets to us. So, gonna pit at the end of this lap for a set of super softs. We'll pit for the 7 laps remaining, plus 1. Park conditioning, repair, 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 repair. That'll get to the end. Let's just repair everything just to make sure, to be honest. And then Vial will pit you the following lap. Your park conditioning is okay for now. Up in 6th actually, so he's doing a brilliant job since coming onto these super softs. And we will pit you this lap for your last stop. Pit you for that amount of fuel so that we can push, and we'll repair, not that, that one, and that one. So Cyril is in the pits now. Good pit stop, please. Mistake on refueling. Is it costing him any time? No. So bad refuel, but overall good pit stop. It didn't cost him time because it was eating just into the repair time. So that worked out very well for Cyril in the end. Comes out in 11th. Vial into the pit lane now. Can we get a good pit stop from the Italian? No mistakes. No mistakes. Good, great, and good. And he comes out in 7th. So he's actually done a brilliant job. And I think we can actually push with these temperatures now. What is it? 25. So I think we can just about push with them. With the tyres, with the laps remaining. And we can even push the engine as well because we've got excess fuel. So we can do that on both cars. So that is good news. Should jump another couple of places here. Up into 5th with Vial. We've got a slow car, but we're making it work. We've got 2 cars in the top 8 right now as Cyril jumps up into 8th as well. Cyril obviously had that extra excess pit stop as well. The amount of time he could have gained, and he'd be up here probably in the top 3 maybe, if it wasn't for me forgetting to repair his parts in his first pit stop, because that's worth a good 20 seconds, which would put him easily ahead of Vial, who is right behind Costa here. In fact, Costa is blowing up. He'll be coming on into the pits here for repairs by the looks of it. Sure seen smoke coming off the back of his car. maybe I'm imagining things. Either way, he's going into the pits. We are up into third with Vial. Blaseu should come through as well into 6. So that's just with 2 cars in the top 6 despite having such an awful car. It shows you just how important reliability is here. Blaseu looks like the guy who's going to be fighting for a position, though. It looks like Cyril's position's locked a long way back and a long way forward. He is fighting for 6th, 5th and maybe even 4th here, just a couple of seconds up the road as well. So he's got 2 laps remaining. What is your part conditioning like? Can I risk overtake mode? I think I can. In fact, but your tyres are going too hot, so we need to bring that down into neutral. Same with Vial. Cyril. Oh, it looked like a front wing could have gone there. Very, very late defend from Blanc in the Thornton car. Team that starts in the World Motorsport Championship, of course, the equivalent to Formula 1. Going to overtake mode with Vial as well. I don't think it's really worthwhile. And in fact, we're going on to attack with Cyril because why not? Let's see if we can nab a couple extra points. It's not going to happen, unfortunately. There's chances to overtake, just not when we were close enough, unfortunately. It didn't work. If I'd realised we're going to have that much tyre left and we weren't going to be able to get the temperatures down in time, I would never have brought them down to try and cool them down. With Vial, it didn't really make much of a difference, to be honest. But that was all about having better reliability than other cars there, so that kind of form is going to go away. But we do pick up 9 points. It is indeed top 8, and 100,000 is nice as well. So that is 9 points for the team. That should be enough to avoid relegation, I hope. I'm not expecting other teams to be able to pick up, well, the worst teams that are in the championship to be able to pick up the points the same way we can. Mostly because they will focus on optimal strategy, which we won't. We will focus on the strategy that works for us. So, new unlock here. Medium tyres wear more slowly. That's not really relevant. Chairman happiness plus 31%. Get in. Marketability 91% as well. No changes there. Asia Pacific Super Cup. That is us, of course. So we'll do the usual interview before we go. Accept interview. I have 100% belief in our drivers. This guy won't ever discuss terms with us. Not that worried about it, to be honest. Podium for VL plus 5 morale. And the rest of the sort of good ones. So that will end this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will hopefully catch you all next time.